Welcome back, besties, to the FanTEAsy Podcast, where two besties spill all the delicious tea on the books we read. I'm Callie, and my bestie is obviously Montana, and we are so freaking excited to be deep diving our Onyx Storm episodes. First of all, thank you for being here. If you are new to our page, hi and welcome. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If this is the first episode you are hearing, you don't need to worry about listening to all of our Fourth Wing and Iron Flame episodes unless you are itching for more theories to consume your brain, then dive right in. The water is just fine. We have over 40 hours of Empyrean content for your viewing pleasure. You got it. If you want even more of our crazy antics, such as therapy sessions, special guest interviews, and so much more, please check us out on YouTube. Please, please, please. It's a great time. We have so many amazing authors, event hosts, all the things over there. So check it out.
The absolute best. As you know, we are doing a full deep dive through the Empyrean series, currently covering Onyx freaking Storm. We are breaking down the book roughly 4-ish chapters at a time to dive into the world building, the character development, dragons, signets, and even some fan theories that includes our own. That also means that this episode is full of spoilers. Listener, beware. Remember that all 3 books contain mature content, including violence, weapons, death, the murder muck duck, all of the things. Callie and I are also adults. We swear a lot, and we don't sugarcoat anything in this series. With that being said, we are rating this episode rated R.
And now, from the time-old question, are you ready to face the storm? I'm so excited.
No.
I'm so excited. No, I'm not. Not even close.
I'm ready to join the tortured Empyrean department. Thank you.
Thank you. Can I have another? Rebecca, we're waiting. Patiently, of course.
We are. Yes, we are. Bless the woman. Bless her.
Mm-hmm. She's working hard.
She is. Okay, we're gonna get distracted. What era are you in?
Every time. I think the weather is putting me in like a very lover era.
Like, I knew it. I knew you were gonna say that.
Cool summer. You just knew it. Oh, the sun is out. I'm a glutton for the sunshine. Ugh. What era are you in?
Can you move to Arizona?
I need to, honestly.
You're crawling out of your seasonal depression, and I'm crawling into mine. And
we are so polar opposites when it comes to the weather.
Well, okay, it's supposed to be 102 on Sunday. Like, I'm not looking forward. Today is supposed to be beautiful. It's like 71 and cloudy, and I'm so happy.
Bask in it.
No, I fry.
Happy ass.
There's no basking. It's lobstering.
I would lizard the shit out of that sun. Like, on the concrete.
You would.
Yeah, I totally would. It's so beautiful. I love it.
Era. Okay, well, it's funny because I thought when you said, I don't even remember what you said now, but you said something and I was like, did you just say Everan? Did you mean Evermore? Because that's not an era, and I was very confused.
Okay.
It just took me a second. Well, I was like, we were just talking about Everan, so maybe you meant to say Evermore, but said I don't know. I was just like, oh, okay, that's not what she was saying. I'm gonna go with 1989. That's my happy place.
That's a classic for you. It checks out.
It is. It really does.
Always.
Okay.
Always.
Let's just dive right on in. What is our episode monologue for chapters 13 through 17?
Okay. Jumping right in, let's head down to the archives where Violet and the gang are paying Jacinia a little visit. Oh yes, that includes Sawyer, who has dressed up for the occasion. He's the cutest little golden retriever boyfriend. But he also lets us in on a little secret. Professor Mojo Jojo gave her the impossible test and got her kicked out of the scribe program. The audacity. The silver lining being now she has all the time to dedicate to the quest squad and finding the pretty dragons. And dedicate she does. Justinia tells Violet of a journal which has pages that have been ripped out. You want to know why? It is because the Second Krovlan Uprising. Later in Battle Brief, Professor Vera Diva is the ultimate book fairy and gives everyone a copy of the Book of Venin. You get a book. You get a book. You get a book. Now, can I have your attention, please? Will the real Professor Ryerson please stand up? That's right, there is a new professor on the block, and he goes by Xaddy. I can't. I'm so excited. Chapter 14. Violet and Xaden meet their match. Article 8, Section 1 of the Codex. But that won't stop Violet today as she plans her next heist. With Daddy Dain's help, Violet and Dain plan to break into the new General Asshole's office and steal back Papa Sorrengail's research. Sidebar moment of Xaden stealing Violet away for a little heart-to-heart before General Asshole ruins it once again by threatening to banish Xaden for all of eternity. Just kidding, sort of. Sometime later, Violet attends a meeting with their ever-so-lovely Grady, who basically tells her to kick rocks. Love that for her. Go touch grass. His task force is underway with a ton of no-name nobodies, and Xaden is just not having it. He comes in, guns a-blazing, and demands he be added to the roster. Put him on the roster. But now the argument stands. Are we heading north or down south? Chapter 15. Signet sparring is finally here. In the short and oh-so-sweet chapter, Xaden spars with everyone and beats them all effortlessly. Congratulations. But when it is finally Violet's turn on the mat, she only has one thing to say to him. Don't let me hurt you. My heart. Chapter 16. During their sparring match, Xaden gives Violet a little more than a lesson. Not only does he deliver a steamy kiss, he also tells her she needs to learn to locate him within the shadows, and she holds the power of killing him if necessary. After sparring, the gang heads to the pub to blow off some steam. Dain pulls Violet aside and tells her of the change of plans. He will now be going Han Solo to retrieve Papa Sorrengail's research. Chapter 17. Oh, Daddy Dain does it again, this time securing the journal and getting the research to Violet. But there is one major issue. The journal is locked all the way up like Akon. But have no doubts that our girl Violet, I can't.
Convict.
Oh my god.
Tell me you're a millennial without telling me you're a millennial.
Oh my god, that one did it. We have no doubts that our girl Violet will crack the code, though. Back in the sparring gym, we head to another Signet sparring class. This time, Violet is a little distracted from a little mind flirtation. Yeah, we'll call it that. Second squad takes the mat, joining together to take down Garrick. When the match gets going, Violet is the final strike to end on the mat. But wait, who is that clapping in the back? Oh, none other than the ex of all exes, the basket bitch himself, Princeling Halden. Of course, he can't sit quietly, but when he makes an advance on Violet, Xaddy lets him know who she really belongs to and sends him flying back straight into the wall. Sweet justice. There you have it.
Notes, thoughts,
Notes. Give them to me.
Mojo Dojo. All I could think was Barbie. Mojo Dojo Casa House. Love.
Mojo Jojo. Powerpuff Girls.
No, I know Mojo Jojo, but then I heard Mojo Dojo, and I was like,
Mojo
Mojo Dojo
Dojo.
Casa House.
Yep.
You know.
Casa House.
Professor Ryerson, will the real Xaddy please stand up? I can think of two different X and Z Xaddies that would stand up, and we would say yes to both. You know, if you know, you know. I'm done. You know what? I'm done. I'm done with my thoughts. Nope. I'm gonna just pin it there. Wow.
Oh my gosh. Locked up like Akon. I honestly, in full disclosure, obviously it has been a hot minute since we recorded an Onyx Storm episode. This intro, like monologue, was probably written 2 months ago. So I even forgot how wonderful it was.
God, I remember you calling me and telling me about it, and I was dying on the phone, and I forgot about it. And then you're like, locked up like Akon. I was like, oh shit. And on my hair in my head, I was like, convict.
Because I remember asking, like, is that too much? Is it gonna be too much?
It's so good. No, it's unhinged. We are here for it.
Oh my god. I'm actually crying. That was so good. Okay. I'm put together.
That was
It's
beautiful.
fine.
Well
Let's
executed.
move along. Well executed.
God. All right. Let's chapter 13. Whew. What a workout.
Burning calories by laughing.
Okay. I'm just going to go to our excerpt.
Please do. Please.
So our chapter 13 excerpt. Upon failure of 3 exams, Justinian Neilwort has been removed from the adept path and stripped of all its responsibilities and sacred privileges as of January 15th. Under protest, I transfer her command to Professor Grady and his over-authoritative request. Official records, Scribe Quadrant, Colonel Lewis, Markham Mojo, Joe, Commandant, sorry. Okay, but who in the fuck said that they could just mess with our sweet Jacinia?
I honestly, the audacity that they have, because no, do not strip her of anything. She has worked her ass off. If anyone in there is deserving to be a scribe, it is her. She knows her shit. But I digress, because this just means we have more time for Quest Squad, and she is fully a part of that Quest Squad now. Go Jacinia. But what the hell?
And if anyone is stripping her of anything, it is Sawyer. Plain and simple.
Oh, there
that
it
is it. Also,
Sweet.
Jacinia is so sassy.
Golden Retriever boyfriend.
And love. And she's so sassy. I could see them being like, no, you are not on the adept path. And she just sits there and signs no. She's just like you can hear her fingers snapping together as she signs no. She's like, no. Love her.
I don't agree with this. Absolutely the fuck not. I'm not gonna get into the sign language my sister and I taught ourselves, because we used to like say fuck you a lot. And we didn't know the letter F. We didn't know the letter F, so we like made it's like 2 fingers and a thumb, and we would just go fuck you. Why we didn't just flip each other off, I have no idea.
I will teach you the actual sign for fuck you and for stupid bitch. So we can use those constantly now.
Actually, say that a lot.
I got you.
Yeah,
I got you. Because the middle finger is not the only way to say fuck you. In sign language, that is not how you say it. But I will teach you.
Friends.
I love that.
Yes.
Speaking of friends, our quad. Wow. Nope. Quad. Words are really fucking hard.
Our quad. Let's just call them that now.
Our squad. I forgot a letter.
Just our quad.
Our quad. That's what they're called now. Our quad. They were waiting outside for us after we had our little chitty chat with Jack Barlow. And they're like, oh, well, we're just here. We respect boundaries. We didn't go inside. We waited outside. It's fine.
We were just casually pressing our ears to the door, but we waited outside. It's fine.
It's literally Friends when Ross and Rachel are fighting in the living room and the rest of them are in the bedroom all listening against the door. And they're eating the wax.
So good. Yes, they're so hungry. Why would that be our squad, though? They would be doing that, honestly.
Yep. It's because we're a quad, not a squad.
The quad is strong.
May the quad be with you.
Oh, God. This has to die.
Okay, I'm
Just
moving
let
on.
it die.
I'm moving on. I want it on a t-shirt, okay? Quad strong.
Oh, it's not that good.
No, it's that good. I want a bracelet.
Oh my God. I'll make you one for Calamari, just for you.
I'm like, what the fuck is quad strong? My quads.
She
They're
has really
strong.
quads. Yeah. The strongest
Can't see them,
quads.
but oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, you'd be making fun of my strong quads. They're making fun of Sawyer. He's like, what? I had to get up early. It has nothing to do with the fact that we're gonna go see Justinia. And she's just like, oh, Sawyer, you didn't have to come down here.
As he's like hobbling around on his crutches, he's like, it's fine, don't worry about it. I'm just here. He's doing great.
That's the relationship I need.
I know. He is the ultimate golden retriever boyfriend, and I'm like shipping this always.
Mm-hmm. Ew, okay, but Sawyer makes this comment about how he's just sure that leadership loves Violet and Xaden together because they're such a power couple, and they just go on like, I'm shocked they haven't gotten you guys married yet. The moment you graduate, they're throwing you in the temple. Like, ew, you're really gonna try and force marriage and babies because of their power? Gross.
But maybe not the forced marriage part, but like these babies.
Mm-hmm. Well,
one, they're going to be like
they
the
want to
most
get
stunning
married,
children
but
ever.
like,
and two, they're going to be the most
God, if they look like
ever.
Xaden.
That's
all I want.
Dead.
Like, just look like Xaden. Don't look like anyone else. I don't know. It's kind of a fucked up thing to think about, but you know, we're with Justinia. We think. I just read a part when I was trying to talk, and I'm like, fucking Riddick. Where he's like,
oh,
wait,
yeah.
Yeah, the irids. Do you think it's short for iridescent?
Do you think you have a brain? Did they have brains or not? No, they were popular. That's Riddick. Not a lot going on there. Right.
Riddick is Belinda.
Oh, he kind of is though.
Wait, him and fuck, what's his dragon's name? My brain just
Atrum
fizzled. Okay, Atrum, thank you. Him and Atrum in a giant bubble.
I did not know where you were gonna go with this. They're just in their bubble. And she's like, hold on, I can't hear you. Riddick's like, hold please, I can't hear you. What was that?
Atrum, will you pop it? It's a little far away.
It's a ginormous bubble. Like Glenda's bubble was already big enough, and now it's like 3 times the size, so Atrum and Riddick can both fit inside. Stop. Why?
I need someone to draw this.
Us and our weird mashups. I love it.
The amount of things we've come up with that just need to be drawn. We need an artist friend because I can't draw.
We need an artist friend. No, me neither.
Calling all artists.
Hey, where you at? It cracks me up.
I don't know.
It's the whole, 2 beats later, Riddick. Oh my God, he's just kind of a sasshole, and he's like, I'm petitioning Grady to be on the quest squad. I actually can't with you.
You're like, okay, try. See how that works for you.
No. Nope. Try again.
Okay. Violet, she doesn't know what's going on with Jacinia, only Sawyer does. And Violet's like, what's happening? Do you need me to bury bodies? And Darna will happily roast some scribes if they're acting like assholes. She's like, really? And Darna, gladly. God, Tarn ruining our fun. Don't encourage her.
Tarn is always ruining the fun. He is the grumpy old man that doesn't want to have any fun. And we are not here for it because these people hurt Jacinia emotionally.
They fucking stripped her of everything.
Yes. And he's just like, no, we're not
bitches.
doing that. I'll scorch all the archives. You give her what she deserves.
Literally. I will take everything you love.
Mm-hmm.
Everything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Even if it's something superficial. Like, you love the fucking hair on your head. Not anymore. You're gonna be a bald bitch.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't believe that they did that to her. But you know what? She's like, whatever. It's fine. All of my focus is now going to be on helping you. And yep, I found the answer in the second tome that I pulled. A prophecy about the last Irid hatches and bonds the cadet born of writer and scribe will be gifted with 2 signets. There's a prophecy!
Riddick, okay. Stop.
Okay.
He's so gullible. He's just like, God, there is? This is amazing. Like, why didn't you tell us? She's like, I swear, I will. Boy.
Have you lost your mind? Because I'll help you find it.
Because I hope you find it. If only that was true. But now, I mean, she does have so many things now that she can give to Violet. She has more time to dedicate to Quest Squad and helping her find information on Darna and her kind, which is amazing.
It's the fact that she has found this journal that's going to be helpful, and the pages are ripped out, and we know that, well, obviously they were ripped out very intentionally to keep this information from the scribes, but we're like, hold the phone, wait. There was a second uprising, right? And it was supported by an Isle Kingdom. Wait, I thought we cut communication. Nope, but we don't know which one. But we do know there was one.
Say what? Say what? It's just all of this leads us to, we need the research that Papa Sorrengail was doing. And where is it? Oh, that's right. Hidden in Lilith's old office. Okay, great. Now we have another problem.
Where she does not have blood access to anymore, which is just extremely inconvenient. Okay, page break. Yeah, we go to Battle Brief, and we now have an updated map of the continent and all the activity, and it is having us quaking in our boots, because what the fuck is with all this venom? Shooketh.
I can't. Shooketh. The venom. They are impeding on my fun times. Go away. It's very irksome. Go away, venom.
It's just, it's terrifying, and I hate it. Well, I was like quaking and shooketh, and you're like impeding, and I'm like, huzzah! Medieval times.
Huzzah! Get rid of these venom. Yes, exactly. Exactly. We're using wonderful words today. I'm very proud of us. You know, because
You would
we
think
have brains.
that
Unlike
we do. We really
Riddick
do. And
some days.
Okay, but then Signeson, where Kat's family is, right? And the Viscount, like, they haven't dispatched troops and they're still okay, but for how long? Because we've got to think, or they're in Corden, I guess, but they're troops and all of that. But Corden is still safe. And Serena, Kat's sister, is on the front line. She is not protected by the wards. Like, Mira's on the front lines, but she's in the Eurasian wards. Serena is not. So Kat, the stress. I'm like, all the flyers with their families in Corden, how terrifying is that? And they've known the truth this whole time.
The flyers really, like, you do have to feel for them so much because they have just been holding their own this entire time. And like this entire book, we sit here and go back and forth about how, like, as a dragon wielder, your power is so much more significant than that of a flyer. But then we're sitting here knowing that the flyers have been fighting the Venom, who are significantly stronger than our dragon wielders. It's just like the chain is so ass backwards on that. Mad respect to our flyers. We love them. We love Kat.
We do.
Don't fuck with my bitch.
I was like, AKA Jane, you know.
Yes, exactly.
She's great. And the fact that they're just like, yeah, nope, they're leaving this wake of destruction because they're going to the hatching grounds. This is what we're assuming. And okay, here's a book called Vanquishing the Venom, you know, and Ree's like, you've already read this, haven't you, Violet? She's like, maybe.
Maybe. A couple times.
Okay,
Dark wielders
wait,
and dark
pause
times.
for a second, because Kat, right, we're giving her some props. I want to give her another prop because it comes back down and they're talking about Sawyer. Like, hey, we need to get him a copy. We can't let him fall behind for when he's ready to come back. And she's like, you don't really see many one-legged riders. And at first you're like, wow, that's kind of a bitchy comment. She's like, did you ever ask him what he wants to do? I'm like, yes, girl. Take Sawyer and his feelings into account and not just let everyone assume his future for him. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. But also, we know our man's going to figure it out because he's a metallurgist or whatever that weird word is. And he can do his own prosthetics, so he's badass.
Think about all he could do. Like, say he retires as a writer, but he becomes like the prosthetic maker for all the quadrant, and then that gives more people the opportunity to continue in their writing career. Boom.
Mm-hmm. I mean, not even just writers. Like, think about all the people that need prosthetics. All, like, I mean, obviously, especially with these fucking Venom, but like, and just. I mean, I'm married to a welder, so in my mind, I'm like, you could do anything with metal. Sometimes you don't want to, but you can. That feels wrong now that it's out of my mouth.
I did not go down that road, but
okay, great.
Now I am. Dude, I'm over here like, wow, he could make you some like really killer fucking bookshelves.
Valid, but they'd be really heavy, and that's which is
they'd
good.
Be very heavy.
Books are heavy.
Built like I'm talking like built in. You know, that would be really cool. Oh,
we need.
I'm like speed dialing this man right now. Like, hey, Mother's Day is this weekend.
Oh God, it's this weekend. In a few short days, you got it.
Actually, funny. When this episode comes out, it'll be Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to all of our listeners. If you're a mom or a parent.
Yes, I love that.
We love you.
Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day.
Yep. Anyway, sorry. Well.
Well, were we? So we get fun facts from Professor Vera. She gave us these wonderful
Mm-hmm.
books on the venin, and then she's also dropping, more truth bombs that we already knew, but like are now confirmed. We believe there are 3 different sources that high level venin their titles. So we have your sage, your maven, and they can and do wield signets. And then they're not adding it in there, but your generals. No, don't confirm this shit. Don't do it. Mm-mm.
Hate it, hate it, hate it.
Hate it all.
But they know. At least we know. At least the information is being made public. There's no more secrets here. And it's the fact that she is
Finally.
just telling them flat out, this is what's not going on, or this is what's going on, words. This is what's going on. And I'm not making you guess for it anymore. I am laying
Mhm.
it the fuck out there, and we need to talk strategy because this is real life.
Mm-hmm. Which, now you're not just facing dark wielders that are pulling from the ground underneath your feet, they're also going to be hitting you back with the same signets that you possess. Big
Yep.
change of our battle plan, which is quite terrifying
Yeah.
for all of our cadets. Like, they barely know how to hone in on their own signets, and now you have an opponent who possibly possesses the exact same and possibly possesses it better than you because they've or maybe have been in longer. It's terrifying. Absolutely terrifying.
It's, you thought you had the advantage when it was a flyer who could only do mind work and had a griffin. Well, now you are equally matched with someone who has a signet, has a wyvern, probably better training than you do because they are training their skills, not training
And they can literally
around
just
their skills like Professor Carr
suck the
was.
ground and the death from your feet. I'm sorry. I think we're at a disadvantage here.
That's so scary. So in order to try and combat this disadvantage, we now have a signet combat instructor, aka Professor Xaddy. Whoa,
Please stand
Professor.
up.
I'm sorry. Wait. What? Because Article 8, Section 1 of the Codex. Yikes.
Dun dun dun. Not Zaddy. Uh-huh.
God.
And that's we end our relationship and the chapter with that lovely information, which leads us right into chapter 14. Montana, will you please give us our lovely excerpt?
Done deal. Though flyers only wield lesser magics, in my vast experience with the Northern Wing, they are formidable opponents in both mind work and hand to hand. Take heed, younger riders, do not unsee against them unless forced to do so. Tactics Part 2, A Personal Memoir by Lieutenant Lyron Panchek. We were just giving the flyers so much credit.
Literally.
And now, like, Panchek's just like, yeah, they're actually a bunch of bad bitches, so be mindful before you fight them.
Mm-hmm. Take heed. I like that.
Huzzah!
He heated? Headed? What is the word? Take headed up?
He did?
Yeah.
I love The Office.
So much.
Oh my god. So our relationships just ended? Absolutely not. Xaden is not fucking having it. And she's like, I gotta go find Dain. What?
I'm sorry. You just ended our relationship and now you're seeking out your long lost lover. Like, I know they didn't date, but like, kind of? Kind of?
She
What
had
is
feelings
happening?
for him. They had feelings
Yes.
for one another.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in
And
a
if I
like
was Xaden,
Disney
I would
tale,
just
that's who they were meant to be, you know?
exactly. Because love will conquer all.
Anyway. Just got a sour taste in my mouth.
To piss you off on these episodes. It is just my mission. Yeah, Daddy Dain. Daddy Dain. We have a purpose for him, and it's going to be good. We need him.
We
Ryerson
do.
doesn't really know that yet, but
It's fine. Dane's been gone, so we just need a minute. And Bodhi, he's like, hey, got you. Sound Shield, let's chat about this. Okay. Hey, we need you to go in your dad's office and steal my dad's work that's hidden. He's like, oh, my dad fucking hates me. Why don't you ask
did you
him?
forget?
Oh, shit. Sorry, Dane. Raw spot, cause
I mean, we could just like get married quick and then I could go in there, but I'm no longer blood relative. You are, and we're not married, so it's just which solution do you want? Do you want to do it or you want to quickly tie the old knot? Could you imagine
Xaden
if
would
she like put that on the
go.
table? He'd be like, "Fuck yeah."
Oh my god. Xaden's jealousy in this book is already so
Peak level.
obnoxious. Could you imagine? No, no, no.
No.
There would be no college. Everyone would just be decimated. And like
Considering what
literally
he
he'd let them
does,
get to that altar. Oh my god. They'd literally be
considering
standing at
what
the
he
altar and
does,
then he'd just go
seriously,
whoosh, and then only her.
only her. He puts shadows around her, protects her, blasts everything else. Considering what he does to Halden for just being an ex and looking at her,
Yep.
like, yeah, no, he would lose his ever loving mind. And it would honestly, we could just be done with the book then. Like I said, love conquers all. He'd be like, no, my woman. Done. It's over. I don't know what happened to the Venom, but they're fine now.
We're just gonna go somewhere else. There's no
Yeah,
bed.
they're like, this is boring now.
They fly off on their dragons into the sunset. As a
Um,
tab that I just looked at says, Bodhi says, wait, you two broke up? Well, as of right now, we are very
we
unclear
were
on
on
the
a
status of
break.
our relationship. That was perfect.
That was perfect. Yeah, they're just gonna take a little break, because you can't bang your professor. That's against the rules.
I mean, you could, but it's frowned
Unfortunately.
upon.
I feel like there's so many books that I have read that are this exact scenario, and it is like the win-win-win. So tell me again why they can't stay in a relationship.
That one series you and I read together like 3 years ago, I don't remember what it was called, but his name was Professor Hunter. That's all I remember. And he like fucked her against a tree. That's all I remember.
I don't remember this. I'll have to
That's
go
it.
back on Goodreads. That's what you remember. I love that.
He was
Okay.
like a professor, but he was also like secretly a millionaire or something like that. And they were on some golf course or something. I don't know. There was a tree involved.
Okay, I think I know the books. I'm gonna have to double check that though. I don't know.
Well,
Anyway,
if you want a book about a professor and fucking against trees, we'll let you know what it's called.
stay tuned. Let us know if you're interested. We got recommendations. Mm-hmm.
But Xaden has decided that the babysitting program just isn't it for him because Garrick was right by him when he when he did lose control, and he's like, yeah, no, this shit's not working, so we got to figure something different out. But a little fun fact that they threw in here though, it's because Xaden's leaning against the wall, right, resting his shoulder along the frame of a painted rendering of the first Six's dragon, but not Seven. I'm like, even the paintings are lying to you.
Everything is a giant lie. They have just been
They
feeding
mock me.
lies since birth, and it is so very frustrating. Where is my sweet baby Andarna's lineage? Put her in there.
Yeah.
put her great-great-great-grandfather
Why is
on
Andarna
that wall.
not make him shiny?
Shiny
You
dragon.
better get that fucking iridescent.
Mm-hmm.
Iridescent.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. But like, are we broken up? Are we not? Do we care about the codex? I don't know.
Mm-hmm. 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 No. We struggle because Xaden knows he has to stay within the walls. So in order to do so, he's like, I'm just going to take up this post as professor because even when I try my absolute hardest, I'm still pulling from the source, and that's a big no-no. So here I am. And now we can't have any fun sexcapades because now I'm your professor. So even though he's like, I will cross that line. I don't care. And she's like, oh shit.
Whew. Is it hot in here?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then the cold ice bucket of water hits when we hear stupid Ados asshole's voice. Oh, Professor Ryerson. Blech. Gross. Yeah, you're not gonna get an exemption. We're not gonna allow you to stay together. Fucking sucks, but oh well. Denied. You fired.
They tried so hard too. They were like, it's a pre-existing relationship. We joined this relationship when I was still a cadet. So how is it out of line? Yeah, you could argue like he was a third year and she was a first year, and now being lieutenant, like the chain of command is still fuzzy there, but still like pretty much even playing field. And yeah, no, Ados is like, absolutely the fuck not. Okay, great. I hate my life.
With this even playing field, Xaden has taken it upon himself to be like, oh, well, I'm a professor now, so you're an asshole. It's not against the code of conduct for me to say that to you. So
Exactly.
fuck you, right?
Fuck you.
You know what, Violet, mind to mind, we're just gonna sneak around. No big deal. And Ados really just has to be like making comments about how they killed Varish. And Violet's like, oh, just so you know who to hate, it wasn't Xaden. I did it. It was me. Your girl Vi.
I absolutely love her for that.
It's me.
Oh my god. This is now a Wicked episode. God.
I'm done. I'm stopping.
It's Dain for me trying to like, because he knows what this does to Violet as far as like taking a life. Like she is probably the one person that it's going to impact the most. And he's like, just so you know, I helped you do that. Like you took him out, but I ultimately killed him. And she's like, don't discredit me, but also kind of takes the blame, not blame, but like lessens the guilt. There it is. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm.
As we hit our page break, though, we're now in a meeting with Professor Grady and Lieutenant whoever the fuck you are and all these other people who we don't know why they're going on this mission and who the fuck are you. All this map, they're little blobs that are drawn for like where we think we're going. We have no clue. Even Jasinia's like rolling her eyes like, what the fuck are we doing here? This is pointless. Who are you people? Like, tell me again why you were chosen. Like, I just hate it. I hate it. It is because I hate them all.
It is because
you're stupid as fuck.
We gonna go north? We gonna go south? Which way we going? Honestly, we don't even know, other than the decision to be made would be so far wrong if they go one way versus the other.
Yep.
So in this moment, we're
Yep.
just hoping and praying that they make the right one, and just you got this, guys. You got this. It's just Lieutenant shit.
And also, as you know, they're like, nope, Xaden has to go. Like, no argument there, whatever. And so we start naming everybody and listing our signets. And Xaden's like, he pulled like everyone from the most basic fucking signet. They don't care who is who or what they wield. We don't even have someone who can shield us. Like, what is this logic? Clearly, there's none. And yep, nope. That's pretty cool. Also, you think the Empyrean didn't know what we were doing? You're fucking wrong. Your dragons are lying to you. So here's that slap in the face.
All this time? Yes. Always.
Oh, after all this time.
Stop it.
Always.
Don't go there. I mean, I know I went there, but don't make it sad.
Snape.
Mm-hmm.
Snape. Severus Snape.
Dumbledore. I apologize to people who listen to our episodes and the ADHD that happens. Just saying.
It's real fun. We have fun. I hope you have fun too.
We do. We're having a blast. I
mean, but Xaden's out here just like a little casual flickety fleck of like, you know, well, Tyrandor does not fall under your command, and as of the second, the Eratia Accord now falls to the reigning house, and well, I mean, Ulysses and Kylan, but they answer to me, so I'm in power. But I'm also here as a writer, so like double whammy. And she's like, "Oh, power flex is kind of hot."
That's pretty hot. Do it again. You want to do it again? Uh-huh. Yeah. We're here for it. Fucking Captain Grady. He's just always out here trying to be in the fucking way. Trying to pull his scenarium card. Absolutely not. You have no authority. None whatsoever.
It's the fact that they are told that they have to check in, right? Is that in this chapter? I feel like it's in this chapter. Waste of time. Yeah, okay, sorry. They have to check in. Between every single place that they go, you're going to fly days on days to one place to fly back. Days on days, just be like, nothing. Okay, we're going to fly back past where we just were to keep going. Just no. It's bullshit. And we're going to go north. Are you fucking stupid? We've literally told you south is the way to go. It's not your dragon's lineage that we're hunting for. Just because you're old as fuck doesn't mean we have to listen to you.
We actually
I'm feeling real sassy about Grady right now.
You are feeling so sassy. They even, I mean, the fact that they need to go north or south, I mean, is like, you know, the last known Isle Kingdom to have communication is Deborelli. So why the fuck would you go north? What? Why? Such a waste of fucking time. And they're just telling you flat out, this is where we need to go. And it's just like, but also, this is kind of murky water. They don't really like us. This is going to be an issue. Our dragons are going to be put in extreme danger. But come on. Back up. We got to go.
Well, and everything is pointing to going south. And then the fact that she's like, hey, my dad and all this research that he had, he went real secretive about 6 months before he died with it. So clearly he didn't want it falling into their hands. And there is something in this research that we have to know about now. Like, this is extremely important. and we can't really split our forces because, that's a waste of resource, but also risking everyone even more. But it blows my mind that we can't listen. And then fucking little beanie baby Aura, bitch baby, actually, God. She's like, oh, I was just gonna walk you back to the quadrant because, didn't want to, I wanted to make sure there was no escapades going on. Like, what? We're adults.
You're gross. Goodbye. And we'll still
Such
sneak
a
behind your back and do
tattletale.
it anyway.
It's fine. I fucking hate it.
We hate all of it. And just no. Like, leave Xaddy and Violet the fuck alone. But that leads us right into chapter 15, where we get Professor Ryerson in all of his glory. What is our chapter excerpt?
Chapter 15 excerpt. Some combat signets are fearsome, but any rider can be brought low by two things: lack of a shield or a group effort. Never give the enemy the advantage of surrounding you. Griffin's A Poor Meal, A Study in Combat by Major Garion Savoy. Wow, they just teach so many better things to the flyers.
So many better things. It's just like, why? What even is in the books that they're reading? Because this is just group effort. Why are we? I mean, we do talk about like your squad and stay with your squad, but it's also very like your signet. Like, it's dependent on you and your dragon. Where I'm glad that our squad figures it out, and they're like, we work better together, so we're gonna work together. Great, I love that. But Jesus.
Well, we're walking down into the infantry quadrants amphitheater, right? There's a weather board. Thank you, Xaddy, for not making it super freezing for us right now. But okay, it is time for our very first lesson about battling with our signets. Signet to signet, and I'm a little stressy about it, but what's up, Professor? Only Professor, not boyfriend.
I've missed you. Oh. What? Sorry, I didn't say that.
Oopsie. What? Also, it's the fact that we still have people who haven't even manifested a signet yet. That's a little scary.
Don't
really like that.
No, we need you. Going into this, it's signet sparring, but like, how do you prep for, Violet, how do you prep lethally? Like, you can't actually use your signet to its full power, or you'll just be killing everyone. And at this point, they're like, hey, please don't kill each other. We need you because this war is really intense. Please stop killing each other. For
At
love.
least they were smart enough to do the wards to where the signets stay in this little arena, so those who are watching are not going to be affected, but still a little risky. I don't know. It's just like, we're gonna have to try and figure it out. And who is it? Where is this dude in here? And he was like, really? Here we go. Yeah, Lauren. He's like, giving Xaden shit for, you were just a cadet. You just graduated. Like, do you really think we should be taught by you? And he's like, okay, so you're a metallurgist, right? Let's have at it. And he's like, oh yeah, my blades are nice and sharp. Like, ew. Ew, David.
Great.
You're giving cocky douchebag, and I hate it.
But your dagger is no match for Xaddy. I can promise you that. And why is it when I glance down and read Lauren, all I see is Lorcan, and now I'm like, but Lorcan? What did he do?
What did he do?
What did he do? Oh. I would rather have Lorcan. Definitely would rather have Lorcan right now.
Yes.
Climb that man like a tree.
But the fact that oh my god. I was gonna say the fact that Xaden lets him think he has a shot, right? He lets him get close and he's like, just kidding. Nope. Well, you're throwing too much energy, and Lauren is attacking and attacking, and it's just not working. Xaden is defending, he is blocking, he's using his shadows, and he's like, you could have, used your ability, your signet to take my blades on me and bend them into myself and make me like be impaled by my own blade. But no, you were fucking stupid and are not thinking with your head. You're just being a douchebag. And Riddick's like, I'm either completely in love with your boyfriend or utterly terrified of him. It's both.
It's both, for sure. But also, this is the point of signet sparring. And I just love that Xaden, like, even though it's not his signet, he's like thinking outside of the box of how each person with their specific signet can like better themselves. So yes, it's a teaching moment, but also put you in your place because you're a douchebag. You didn't even try.
He's like, okay, you guys really now see that I am your best bet at learning how to combat all these things. And if you're going to fight another shadow wielder, let me teach you how to combat a shadow wielder. Yes, I'm going to teach you all of my tricks here. And he is just
take you out over and over and over and over.
Yeah. I was literally about to say, he is just taking them out. Every single person. No one gets through to him.
No. Absolutely not. You're handing everyone their ass on the mat. Isn't anything new from last year. No, it's not. Welcome back.
Welcome back, Xaddy. Thanks. But now it's Violet's turn, and she's just like, oh yeah, do me a favor. Don't let me hurt you. Okay, sassy.
Oh. I can't. I just can't. Okay.
Just why?
Okay.
That's literally all of chapter 15.
That's it. Well, we know our girl Violet isn't actually going to hurt Xaden because he's Daddy and we love him. But that wraps up chapter 15. So diving right into chapter 16, what is our excerpt?
Also, if you're watching and we look different, no, we don't. Fine.
No, we don't.
We don't talk about it. Chapter 16 excerpt. It is hereby suggested strongly that neither bonded dragon nor griffin shall be allowed to land or hunt in a 1-mile vicinity of the village of Shantera, in order to sustain the endeavors of our sheep herders through the surge of demand. Posted bulletin, village of Shantera, transcribed by Percival Fitzgibbons. What a name. Also, and Darna's like, name. I don't think so. Give me the sheep.
Actually, though, we're hungry, so.
And Darna's hungry, and Xaden's like looking at Violet. Arrogant, are we? So I guess we're hungry and arrogant. I don't know. It's a combo.
Xaden's probably also a little horny, but that's a whole different story.
You know what? They're deprived. He has to sleep in the professor's quarters. They are deprived.
Yes. This codex rule is really just putting a damper on the whole mood that is their sex life.
I think it's funny, though, that since, they're on the mat finally, and he has just, exploded shadows everywhere, so they can't see out. No one can see in. I'm like, oh, look, there's your little moment. And he's just like, find me in the dark. I mean, they kind of have a moment, but not like a bound chicka wow wow moment.
I like this. It's like a little game of hide and seek, though. Like, come find me. Okay. Okay.
Hee hee.
Hee hee. Hee hee.
And it's the fact that he's like, like, I'm not telling you to strike. I'm telling you to chill out and use our bond, use our pathway to find me. And then, as we get through this book and we finish, everyone's like, wait, was he teaching her that so she could use that to find him after he leaves?
Yes.
Xaden, why are you 12 steps ahead?
Yes. Always. But it's definitely going to be an important factor as the distance. Like, I don't like to think about that part. Future Xaden is not my problem right now. My problem right now is that she's like actually afraid to strike because she's like, what if I actually hit you? And he's like, not gonna happen.
I mean, that would be terrifying, but then
Yeah.
like, you think he would let that happen? No, he's Xaddy. Nothing can happen except for turning venom.
Whoop, there it is. I don't like this. Mic drop.
No,
Nope.
I don't either. I think it's funny though that he's kind of taunting her, and he's like, I could have killed you a dozen times over. You're the one being reluctant, and you better strike or they're gonna think I'm going easy on you. Like, come on, violence, let's move. Just totally taunting her.
I gave you a nickname for a reason. Now show it. And still, she's like, no, I don't want to do that right now. I love this. This is the banter that I want in all of like every book I ever read. This banter right here. It is chef's kiss to me. That's it. Period.
Like, I know he was technically the enemy and it was enemies to lovers, but I'm like, but was it? Because we loved him from the beginning, so.
More like forced proximity, also like insta love.
Insta attraction.
Obsession. Stalker. Insta kill. Headshot. Oh my god. That was like an eon ago that we said insta kill. I don't even know what we were talking about.
I think that was
Insta-kill.
Fourth Wing too. I don't even think it was Iron Flame. Yeah.
I don't think so. We go back to this same saying that Xaden tells her, you're the only one capable of killing me. And Xaden, sit down, sir. We need to have a talk.
Pump the brakes.
I'm over it. The amount of times that he has made that comment to her. In what capacity?
Physically, along with you're going to be the death of me.
Mentally. Yes.
Yep.
The stress I feel.
Well, and then the stress where, she finally strikes and he's just like, wow, like, you are astounding and the shadows are dropping. And she's like, but why? Like, why me? Why are you doing this with me? He's like, you need to be able to find me. I'm like, okay, we have established that. Why? Where are you going? Where did you go at the end of this book?
Where did you go? Not where are you going? Where did you go? Because
I'm mad all over again.
The little, like, going back through it, the little droplets that Rebecca gave us as far as like, yeah, is this going to come into play? It has to, in a way. Like, I'm just putting, it's got to. This is going to be important. She's going to have all the resources and knowledge and really be the only one who's going to be able to find Xaden and help Xaden and save Xaden. And it is a love story. She will cure him. It's fine. I'm not saying through her love. I'm just saying she'll find the answer, whatever that is. She'll cure him.
I know. She will. There's going to be a happy ending for someone at the end of this. Is it everybody? No, but there's got to be. No. I mean, we've still got more books to come. Like,
it makes me nervous for who
You
is
know?
going to die. Like who actually is she gonna take from us next? That's my only. Violet and Xaddy may be fine, but at this point, I love Riddick more than I love Xaddy. And if Riddick goes, I
Mm-hmm.
go.
That's what I'm saying. Riddick and Tarn,
No.
that's it. That is my demise. I'm done.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Plain and
Mm-hmm.
simple. We are just done.
I
That
don't
is an
want it.
insta
I don't
kill.
want it. Insta kill. Mm-hmm.
I just and speaking of Riddick in our page break, he's like, and then there's Violet just bragging with anyone and everyone at the pub who would listen to him, scaring off the professor with a lightning strike. He got the fuck out of there and left her stumbling around in the dark.
If
Like,
only.
okay, that's
If only it
not
was
what happened, Riddick, and you
not
know,
quite.
but
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's going into like more detail about Xaden, and she's like, I mean, I knew he was powerful, but like he could.
mm-hmm.
And Violet just goes, kill everyone in the room without getting up from his seat. Yes, that is my Zaddy. He will do
No, but
that. Watch out. Watch out.
what? Him? Yeah, I know. It's no big though. Like,
No big. That's
he's
my
not a regular
man.
shadow daddy. He's a cool
It's a
shadow daddy.
it's just like a very subtle brag. That's my man.
Mm-hmm.
Hair flip. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the fact that
Mm-hmm.
Kat even has to intervene and she's like, oh, well, he wasn't that powerful when we were. Oh, just kidding. But yep, nope. That's scary. And he doesn't scare you because it fucking scares me. Well, no, he doesn't scare me because that's my man.
The amount of times that Violet has said it too, like Xaden would never hurt me. Xaden would never hurt me. Not that I think he would like be out here hurting Cat either, but like the way that he has like over affirmed Violet that he would never hurt her,
Mm-hmm.
that she is safe with him. It's just like he is the ultimate like grizzly bear, teddy bear book boyfriend. Scary but sweet. We
Just
love
to
him.
her.
Just to her. And everyone else can go touch grass.
Oh my gosh. So I know we kind of touched on this a chapter or two ago, and I just jumped ahead of myself, but they're explaining to the flyers what happens if you don't manifest a signet in time and you just like, no
Yeah,
big deal.
casual.
And they're like, oh, well, I mean, it's better than if someone were to manifest an intrinsic. Oh, well, let's really just put that out there because Zaddy, the intrinsic.
It's casual. There's a reason he's so powerful, but you just don't know it. Thinking about imploding though from your own power, like, oh, it's just like boiling. Like, do you think they like get hotter as the days go on? Like, it's just like, or do you think one day they just like
It
wake
built well
up?
because Violet felt it. No, it builds because it has to. When Violet started feeling Tarn start channeling to her and she wasn't manifesting yet, she was, obviously he was getting freaky with dragon sex, so she felt that emotion, but she was just feeling everything so raw and so intensely, so they have to. There's no way that it's just like, oh, shish kebab, I didn't manifest, I'm dead. Oh shit.
It's just also very like you're so excited about it. Shish kebab. I feel like maybe this is 1,000 ways to die. Like that's what this is giving. How did you die? Oh, car accident. Oh, a bowling ball fell on my head. No, I didn't manifest my dragon signet and I imploded.
That's so terrible.
Poor guy. Poor guy.
Oh, that would be horrible. I feel like there's been so many notes here now that because we know the Flyers are a little bit more temple oriented than the writers are, right? And Rhea asked Mary, she's like, "Oh, like how was temple, right?" And she's like, "Well, our offerings were received. Amari will watch over my brothers." And they make this note about, well, Traeger even says that your temples to Malik and Dune are disproportionately large compared to the other gods here, except Amari, of course. I'm like, okay, well, really just hinting at these different gods. So, I mean, make it all these things that we need to know for these Isle kingdoms that we have coming up. And I'm like, just really sprinkling extra little bits and pieces there.
It's all in there. It's all in there. I am excited to get to the Isle Kingdoms because I feel like that's just. But my like, because now I'm just looking down. I like the gods. I think this is like information. Like, I know we've talked to a couple different people that were like, there's just like a lot of information in this book that doesn't feel important. There are 2 books to go. Remember that, people. There are 2 books to go. These gods are going to be way bigger than we think they are. It's the beginning. This is Rebecca leading us up. But then I jump down and I see our favorite little Riddick boy, and he's because tell me why this is such a Riddick. I personally propose and all. You can get through any situation with luck. No, nobody. Do not rest on your laurels here. Like, nope. He's like, I got my green leaf, my 4-leaf clover. I'm safe. It's fine.
He's got a little.
This is not your lucky day. No, I love him.
He's the best, absolutely. But just we've had all this leading up, even from the very first book, because we're like, okay, Malik, and that's obviously Malik is like the most talked about, but it's just like sprinkled more and more with each book, and there's no way that it's even like an ACOTAR. They're like, oh, cauldron boil me, mother save me, right?
Yes.
Because there's a fucking cauldron. Well, now we have all these isles of these different gods. And it's interesting now that I'm thinking about it, because the Flyers pay heed to all of them, whereas the writers, they really don't, and they have their main focus. But the ones, a lot of the isles are, they called them dragon haters. I don't think they hate the Flyers, just the writers. So I'm like, you're not worshiping their god in the way that they think you should. They hate you when you're dragons. They think you're demon creatures, but they don't hate the Flyers. Interesting.
And I also want to give props to the Flyers because, again, like, things that we know so little about, we get so much more information. And we've mentioned this like earlier this episode about how well the Flyers, like, it seems like they were learning much more than what the students at Basquiat were. Like, much more. There's so much information they are given. Nothing was being kept secret. The Flyers, like, give them credit where credit is due. They are going to be such a pivotal part, like, going forward still. Like, this book, they already have been. It's been great. We love them. Especially Kat. Thank you, Jane. But going forward, I'm just like, yes, we are one. Flyers and writers. And I'm a little terrified of the gods, but it'll be good. It'll, it'll buff.
It will. And we also have Dain, who has come into the pub and he's like, hey, we need to talk. I've done some recon. Like, if we're getting this, I have to do it alone because you cannot go through and you're just going to have to trust me. Like, plain and simple, you trust me or you don't, and you get your research or you don't. It is black and white in this particular scenario. And, well, it is time to trust Dain. We let him know where the research would be, and now our fate of our father's research rests in the hands of Dainatos. Daddy Dain.
Daddy Dain. We love Daddy Dain. And I'm excited because I do trust him at this point. I've let that other stuff go. We trust him now. He's good.
We've moved on.
But yeah, we've moved on. We've evolved. We've really grown as individuals, and he's fine now.
I was going to say we've grown and done some self-reflection.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He was still the problem. I'm just saying we've learned to forgive him for his fuck ups. But
He
he's
was the
still
problem
messed up.
without fully knowing he was the problem.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I am ready for chapter 17, so we are just going right into it. Montana, what is our excerpt?
Oh, chapter 17, last one of the episode, 9.5 pages. The excerpt says, "My brightest light, I mean to prepare you, but only had time." Oh, I'm going to start that over because I just fucked that up. "My brightest light, I meant to prepare you, but only had time for half the lessons you need, half the history, half the truth. And now time runs short. I failed Brennan the day I watched him walk the parapet. Failed Mira when I could not stop her from following. But I fear my death will fail you. Your mother and I trust no one, and neither can you." Recovered correspondence of Lieutenant Colonel Asher Sorengill to Violet Sorengill. I can't remember if this is the first one that we actually have where we have a name. I don't think it is, but it's been a while. And we have name for a dad, and he doesn't want her to go to the Writer's Quadrant, but yet he dies, and then mom forces her there.
It's so much. Like, that is a heavy to be writing to your child.
Mm-hmm.
So heavy. And I'm just like, and I still just so much adore you for like trusting your daughter to give her the information that is going to be like so very vital to one, her survival, but also like her success. It's amazing.
Mm-mm.
But trusting no one. This is
Also,
the stress.
tell me still why we're saying it was a heart attack when he's writing to her. He literally is writing to her, and he's like, "No, my death is going to be what fails you, and time is running out." He didn't have a heart attack. Someone took him out, and we've been saying this since book 1. This is just like solidifying that theory.
He knew it was coming too. This is like those government people that are like, they're like in on it and they're like getting too close to the truth. And then they're like, "Oh, it was an accident." Nope. Nope. I mean, Rebecca,
you better watch what you say. Even us speculating.
Oh God.
They're like, they getting too close.
Yeah. They're I'm talking about the book. Onyx Storm, that's it. This Rebecca's masterpiece.
Not real life. Yep.
No.
Yep. 100%.
Stress.
The stress. Okay, talk about people dying though. They have started adding the fallen members from active service, not just the people in the quadrant now. I'm like, okay, that's going to make the list of names so much longer, but good. Like, honor those people that have already gone through the quadrant. They have graduated. They are fighting the front lines against these crazy ass Venin. Honor those fucking people.
Yeah, they need to be. And I think it's just also part of them like showing all the cadets again, like you can't be in here killing your enemies that you're like in battle brief with. Like, no, there's real war happening outside of these walls, and this is all the people that died yesterday. Like, this is important.
Yeah.
I like that they kind of changed that. And then obviously you have Ruford Sharna, who just falls out of a seat during maneuvers and dies. So like, it's both. You're still a cadet, but also there's war. So try not to die, okay?
And it's the fact that it's noted he fell during maneuvers, but there was so much snow that his dragon couldn't see him to catch him. It's not like his dragon said, "Well, you fucked up." His dragon tried. So his dragon is just mortified.
Yes. Yeah. Our sweet dragons.
We've wrapped up the death roll, as horrific as it is. And Sloane's like, "Hey, we need to chat. I've got library duty." Cool, just like my brother, right? You need to come with me. This makes me so sad. I'm like, oh, Liam. Okay, wow. But I feel like her and Violet have a moment, a
Don't do
healing
that.
moment. You
Yeah.
know, she's, again, like, my mother made her choice. I'm going to make you feel better and really reiterate, my mom made sure that your parents died. It's okay that you did what you did. Like, she made her choice. Whatever. We've healed this. We're working on it. And she's like, okay, well, whatever. Yeah, Justinia wanted me to give these to you. Like, we are just passing a game of telephone when it comes to books. Thank you, Dain, for doing your damn job.
He did it, and he did it quick. And they,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, now Violet has the journals. And if I'm not pumped, but then also seeing how this shit is locked up, literally locked up, tighter than a chastity
Like
belt.
Akon.
Like Akon. I was going to say it, but then I had to change it. You're welcome. You're welcome.
All I can think is Robin Hood Men in Tights, because there's that chastity belt on that one. And he's like, oh, you still have that thing.
Yes. Well, you couldn't find the key. Oh, okay. It's good. I mean, we finally have it, but now she's sitting here, she's looking at his handwriting, and it just says, "First love is irreplaceable." And this code, Violet is so afraid to crack. She's like, is it this? Is it that? I don't know. Is it Brennan's first love? Is it his first love? Is it my mom's first love? Is it, what does this mean? What does this mean? Is it Mira? It can't be mine, right? Like, it's not Xaden. He wasn't even around. Like, who is it? What do you mean?
Yeah.
Also,
and the fact
when you're
that
like
you
counting
get it
letters,
wrong and it just sprays ink and everything is ruined. So, like, you get it wrong, you fucked the entire operation. You done messed up, Aaron.
We definitely don't want to do that. I like that when like she's like thinking about it though, and maybe this is in like the next little bit, but like Rhiannon's there ready to like undo it, try to undo it.
She's like, can I just like summon it out?
Can I suck the ink out? I don't think that'll work, but you could try.
Like, we're not entirely sure, but you know, it's fine. It's just everyone's group thinking on this, right? They're all sharing a brain cell, and it's like the obvious answers are clearly not it. She's like, look, my dad would never be so obvious. Like, it's not me. No. It's not Lilith. Like, it's not this.
It couldn't be. If someone were to find that, that's what they would immediately put in. Lilith or Violet or
exactly
Brennan, you know, like, and so then it would be ruined, which would be great, which is why she knows in her gut, she's like, no, he knows I'm going to overthink it and overthink it again.
Yeah.
So it has to be deeper than that. And I love that. They're like, Asher and Violet are one final brain cell.
They are the same person.
They are one and the same.
She is her dad.
They are the same.
Yeah.
Which
checks out through the book. But, you know, our little thought process is interrupted because now we are back to Signet combat here. And we've got Garrick. We have people watching now. How scary. You're like, wow, okay, I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And now I have an audience to watch me fuck it all up. Awesome. Love that.
Yes, absolutely.
And we're saying dirty things mind to mind.
We can't actually focus on what's happening because there's you know, a Xaddy in front of us. And that's taking all the attention.
Oh, she's saying things that are making him choke on water. Like, well, yep. Okay. Well, that is something. But Rhiannon, she's the one. She figures out, she's like, no, they never said we had to face this 1v1. We're going as a squad. Like they finally are
Good
putting the pieces
squad.
together.
A squad. Good squad. Yeah. We are stronger as a unit, and they're all like, you're actually right. Okay, let's do this. Let's everyone get in line. We can divide and conquer. Join forces and conquer. It's amazing. I wish I had friends to do this with.
We just don't live close enough to do so. Thank you. Okay. Anyway, I'm a little offended, but it's fine.
Anyway. No, don't be offended. I'm just kidding. Yes. My favorite is, as this is getting going, we hear some nice clapping. You've done great, right? You took him out. You stunted the man. And who the fuck do we have up in the stands other than a puny little basket bitch?
And we have to tell Arik to hide.
Very quickly. Because Halden is here. Halden's in the house.
But the thing is, no one says that except for him. He introduces himself that way. Yep.
He honestly would. That actually,
he totally would.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
he gives his energy to me is like very cocky frat boy. That is the energy I get through and through.
Ugh, he's so gross, and the fact that he's got his little guards, and we're like, oh, okay, so that's where Captain Anna Windshire came from, and that's Halden's guard. Oh well, yep, he does have a thing for redheads, doesn't he? Oof.
Doesn't he? That's really awkward. Oh, but you did that, Halden. You did that. You broke our Violet's heart.
The audacity.
But she's over
the audacity of this man to look at her and be like, never figured you for a Rider Black, but power looks good on you. Ew. Shut up, you little infantry bitch.
It's giving like Navy versus Army. The riders are definitely the SEALs. And he is just straight Army, like National Guard. You know how there's like that whole
I was gonna say like
between them all?
Yeah. Nope. Yep. And these one just has a dragon, and one runs on the ground.
Fighter jets. Ooh, our dragons are like our fighter jets. Oh, love this.
Fighter jets and Navy SEALs, huh?
Well, the Navy has the ships, and the fighter jets land on the ships. So
they do have planes, and the Navy. So
they do. Yeah. They do. My sister was in the Navy. No, she was in the Air Force. No, she was in the Navy. She was in the Navy. She wanted to be Air Force. She was in the Navy. But she worked on a flight deck. This is getting way off topic.
Anyway, our knowledge of the military is very, very expansive and vast, obviously.
I know more about dragons. Yeah, I'll stick with that.
Then we
my fighter jets.
Our own military.
Yes. We need a lineup. Oh my god, here for this.
Oh, wow. I love that Xaden's looking over, like, just to himself, like, who the fuck knuckle is this? Like, I don't think so. Who is complimenting my woman? No, not today, Satan.
It's the intention that really just sets it over the edge. And I,
Mm-hmm.
like, if I wasn't already so attracted to you, but you reading his intentions on how he feels currently and taking him out anyway, like,
Mm-hmm.
no action was needed for this man to go, no, don't, that's my woman. Boom, into the wall. I'm
It's
sorry.
also the
Thank
fact
you.
that Halden has the audacity to come in with this banter, and he's like, "Oh, not even a hello, not a nice fresh haircut. I'm
Ugh,
heartbroken. Whatever. Well,
a
I
fresh
have."
haircut.
He's like,
A
"Oh, well,
letter.
here's the missive. No big deal. Oh yeah, I accidentally read it. No big deal. Ew, you just give
It's
gross,
icky.
icky
So icky.
vibes and." Uh, but Takaris has come through with news that the King Cortland of Deverelli has agreed to one single meeting. He pulled
Just
strings and
one.
got them this meeting.
Mm-hmm. Very important. We love that for you.
Finally, finally something. And again, Deverelli is, the last known contact, and
Mm-hmm.
south when they're already like, we're gonna go
So
north.
far south.
Why?
So far south. We going south. Dun, 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 dun. The devil went down to Georgia.
Devil went to Deverelli.
Yes, down to Deverelli. Actually, that checks out for this, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean, Halden still has more audacity left with him, though. He's like, "Oh, you and Ryerson, ew, stop. We're not together. You don't get to ask me." Like, no,
No.
just, ugh, ew.
It's
She's like, "Look, bitch, shut up. I'm in love with him. Don't talk to me."
it's the, oh well, let me just apologize. Like, dinner, please. Can we just get dinner?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. That's an ex you never want to see ever again.
Yeah, for real.
Like, you see him in the
Well, and
grocery
he
store
makes this
and you like turn and run the other way.
right. And he makes a comment. He's like, well, anyone who's ever dated a writer knows their first priority, their first love is their dragon. Once you accept that, another man hardly feels like a challenge. Well, okay, Xaden is a challenge for you. You're just a cocky asshole. But thank you, Halden, for giving us the fucking
For
answer.
this wonderful answer. Everyone knows. And Violet's like, oh, fuck, shit. Duh. Everyone does know. You're right.
But again, she's having this eternal realization. He is just yapping and yapping and yapping. And he says, "Tell me you don't let your non boyfriend control you. Allow me to apologize properly the way I should have 3 years ago." Boom! Bitch into the wall. Slam. I just scared my dog awake. I apologize, Gus.
It's
But
so
like,
icky.
you did that.
You did that. You did it. I love
Xaden
it.
really just said, not my woman. Psh, well, you done.
You're done. What is that off of? You're done. You're done. What is that off of? I don't know. Don't know. Can't remember. That's fine.
I don't
Moving
know
on.
either.
This was a fun little episode. Chapters 13 through 17.
Yeah.
I like where we end, and that's just, I'm going to take that momentum into the next episode. So, everyone, come back, listen some more. I know we took a little hiatus. Apologize for that. But we appreciate you being here. And remember to go like and subscribe and follow us. And if you haven't checked out our Calenmai episode, go check that out because we are so very excited to be at Calenmai at the end of May. Like counting down the days. Just be here. So pumped.
We are stoked.
I need that
We
right
are
now.
ready. It's going to be great. I mean, I don't really think there's much else left to say. We are just going to be kind of trucking along through Onyx Storm. We're prepping for Cal and Mai. We do have some really fun guests coming up that will be announced shortly.
Yes.
But I mean, that's really it. So thank you guys for being here. We love you, and we'll see you in the next one.